being at your best mentally always comes back to how you take care of your physical self first and foremost. If you don't do that, there's absolutely no way that you're going to be in the right mental state. You're not going to have the right clarity, the right amount of energy and focus to be productive. And your performance is going to suffer, ultimately leading to you not making as much money and really making the impact that you know that you're meant for. Now, with that being said, how do you take care of your physical self to improve all those things, to have more energy, better focus, clarity? The easiest thing that you can do is to focus on your sleep, okay? Yes, that sounds great, right? You've heard it all the time. Sleep 7 to 8 hours. Look, you're not different even if you're a high performer. You still need to sleep that much. That's how much I need to sleep. You can't get by with less. You're just shortchanging yourself and really the impact that you can make if you think that you can go with 4 or 5 hours, because eventually you're going to crash, or even shorter term, your productivity is going to suffer, your creativity is going to be terrible. You're really going to be working harder, but not being as efficient, even if you try your best. So, how can you make sure that you get that quality and quantity of sleep each and every day? Guess what? It's going to come back to exercising. Okay, hooray! So exercise is awesome. We know that. You're supposed to do it. Let's be real. All the research shows that you're going to look better, you're going to move better, you're going to have more energy after you do it. So why? How is that going to make you sleep better? So I want to go over that right now. So when you exercise and put stress on your body, a hormone called cortisol over here is going to be raised up. So this is a hormone. It's not steady throughout the whole day. It's actually going to shift and kind of change based on the effect that you put on your body. So when you exercise in the morning, so this is what you want to focus on. This is what I do, is I work out first thing in the morning. Okay? And you don't have to do a full workout. You could do 10, 15 minutes, some squats, some push-ups, some planks. Super basic stuff, but your cortisol, when you go to sleep, it should be low, and then I wake up, I exercise, I'm going to shoot it up, okay? So that's good. I'm stressed. My body's stressed, it's fighting, so guess what? Then it's up, and then it stays up for most of the day. And I have this, for anyone that exercises, you have this like loads of energy, focus, it's awesome, and you feel great, and then guess what? It starts to drop throughout the day, which is normal, and then what happens is when I want to go to sleep, I'm naturally tired because I force myself to get up in the morning. First of all, I exercise, but then my cortisol also dropped here, so now my body is in this state of rest. Now what you're probably doing and what you need to change is you're sleeping, you're at the same spot, hopefully, your cortisol is not raised when you sleep, which it can be, and then you maybe have a cup of coffee to wake up, it goes up a little bit, and then it comes down, and then it goes up again because you have more coffee, and then you have your lunch, and then you eat a bunch of carbs, and then it drops big time, because you're so like exhausted and tired. And then what happens, then maybe like 3 or 4 o'clock comes, you're like, well, Bruno said I need to work out. I need to work out consistently, so I'm gonna do it. So you load yourself up with caffeine, or maybe you even don't. Maybe you can get by and just force yourself, but you exercise. And you put that big stimulus in your body, you raise your cortisol level, it's up here, now you try to go to sleep. Look at this. So this is the person works out later in the day, this is the person who works out earlier in the day. Who do you think is gonna sleep better? Who do you think is going to be more rested and, naturally just fall asleep, not have to take medication to fall asleep? The person that worked out in the morning, that's it. It changes your entire day. So I want you to keep that in mind if you're struggling, if you're not really sure, okay, how can I really make this change? Because I know my sleep's important, my focus isn't where it should be, my productivity stinks, it's limiting my performance and my impact. I'm not going to be able to be the person I want to be. Simply starting with that exercise in the morning can make a huge difference, because if you don't, if you try to do it later in the day or not at all, what happens is then you stay up later, you're watching Netflix, you can't get to bed, you're like, oh, I got a sleeping problem. Like, no, you have a lifestyle problem because you didn't work out in the morning. And then guess what? Then you stay up, then you can't get up, you hit the snooze, you definitely don't work out because you're so exhausted because you didn't sleep enough, and then you're back through the vicious cycle. So I want you to break that cycle. Trust me, it's going to make a huge difference in your life.